Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a sort of how-to video on how to improve on your kit beers. I was going to do it step by step, but I kind of screwed up on the brew day and didn't film as much. And also I'm trying to keep this video very short. So I got a stun can for now. I did an Imperial Indian Pale Ale as my kit, which you'll see the brew day of. But here's just a standard stun can. This is a dark extract, but you understand what I mean. So your normal beer will be one of these, your kit yeast, yes, and a bag of distros. Nothing wrong with this kind of beer. That's how everybody starts out of. You know, it's a good way of learning, but there is certain ways you can improve on this just to get you that little bit step closer to doing all grain and improving on this kit. One of the first things you can do, the kit yeast, get rid of that. I haven't had a good beer with that. Always has that homebrew tang. Seriously, we want to improve, get rid of that. You can get some third-party yeasts. This is the Sapphire USO4. This is a very good English ale yeast. It won't cost you that much more than $6, yeah. And this will give you a vast improvement. If you have a little bit more money, you can go for some of the liquid yeast. I've used this one because this is what I actually used in my brew. Without dropping it. So I used two of these. They were a little bit out of date, so I made a yeast starter to improve on, just to get them up and running again because they're quite old. But just adding extra yeast will give you such a better beer. I promise you. It's one of the first things to do. Another thing you can do is to get rid of the dextrose. This will up your ABV, but it won't add any flavor or mouthfeel to your beer. All it'll do is give you ABV and dry out your beer quite a bit. So get rid of that. That'll give you a little bit. Always keep it in hand because it's always good to use if you just under your starting gravity, which you're aiming at getting. Another thing you can do is get another can of extract. 2 cans of extract will improve your beer plus yeast. You'll be pretty mint. You know, you'll be getting a much better beer from just the kit and kilo, and it'll be increased flavors. It'll be a really full flavored beer. What's that? What else you can do? A few other things. You actually can use grain in these extracts. You can use grains like this. This is the UK Crystal and the Carathos with the CD attached to it. These won't add any sugar to your beer, so they won't add any alcohol to your final beer. But what they will do is give you flavor, color, and head retention on your final beer. So it's basically just giving you full flavor. So you're taking your 2 cans of extract plus your third-party yeast, add some grains to it. Wow, you know, you'll really be thinking this is great. Very easy. You know, just put it into a hot bag. You steep the grains there, so just to get the colors out, and then you do the normal procedure that you can find on the kits as per normal. But that will give you so much better beer. Another way you can improve your beer. Big bag, but this is Golden Promise. Now, what you can do is a mini mash and just a small 6-liter stock pot. I won't show you how to do it. You can see some of it in my brew day, but there's a lot of good videos out there. Have a look for a YouTube user called Gash Sluggs. He does a really good video on how to do that. He actually helped me improve on my video, on my beer process quite a lot. So have a look at him. I'll put a link down in the description for his channel. And you can do a mini mash of that. So basically you just get a nice big grain bag, get your water up to about 70 degrees centigrade. I'm not too sure what that's in Fahrenheit. Put your grains in there. All depends on how much grains you use. You know, 2 kilograms I find is pretty good with 2 cans of extract to get you a 1050 beer. You mash that at 65 degrees for about an hour. So you just try and keep it as, you just wrap it up, and that seriously, there's lots of videos on there. I won't be adding. I'm just trying to give you just a quick how-to on improve on your kit beers. So you can also do that. What else you can do? Well, if you're a hop head and you want some IPA, add more hops. You know, this is one of the cheapest things you can get for your beer, and it'll give you just that much more flavor and hop aroma. Ooh, it smells good. This is the Pacific Jade. I didn't use this. I used Motueka, which is a New Zealand SARS hop, and New Zealand Cascade. really good hops. It's hot here today, sorry. Also, if you can't get another can of extract, you can also get this, which is the dry malt extract, which is basically the exact same thing but dried out into a powder form. This is also really good to have on hand at all times. So there's just a few things you can do to improve on your extract kits. So what will happen now is you'll see some of my brew day. It was a good brew day. I learned some things as well. I'm still improving. I'm constantly improving on how I make my beers. So you'll see a bit of my brew day, and then I'll finish off this video with me dry hopping the beer after about a week. This will be a two-part video. Sorry, very hot here today. It's a two-part video. So part one will be the whole me just speaking about what you can do to improve on a beer, a bit of my brew day, the dry hopping, and then the next video will be the bottling day, and then the final taste test. So keep a lookout for that. I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions, please put them down here, down in the descriptions. I'll try and answer them as best I can, and if I can't answer them, I'll be able to give you a good, I can point you in the right direction to who to talk to help you out. So this is just a quick way for beginners on how to improve extract kit, because there's nothing wrong with brewing beers from cans. There's nothing wrong with it. They are brilliant ways to get into brewing, and it'll taste good. And most of the times, it'll still taste better than the macro beer that you get for cheap as at the shops. So I hope you like my video. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video. I'm trying to do this from a beginner's point of view, so there's a lot of videos of people who really have lots of experience on how to do this. So I'm showing from another beginner to other beginners on how to improve your beers, just in little ways, just to get that little bit extra, wow, this is a great home brew. So, onto the brew day. Hey guys. Okay, so I'm just going to quick rundown of the equipment I'm going to use. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm trying to keep this short and sweet so you don't get bored. So I'm trying to keep this nice and short, like that Jamie's 15-minute meal, so it's Chubby's 15-minute beers. Well, not really, but it's quicker to do extract beers. Okay, so some of the equipment I'm going to be using. Fermenter. Jar to get water in. Big pot. This is a 20-litre pot. This is my sparge tool that I made out of plastic colander and some sticks to support it. Set hops that I'll be using to add flavor to the beer. Grains. Extract. Basically, and my equipment that I'll be using. Right. So, what I'm going to do now, get some water on and get some mashing on, because I want to get some sugars out of my grains. Extract kit, if you're in a rush, try and get beer out quickly. They're the way to go. If you have more time, go more all grain ute. So, let's get this cracking. Let's get this going. So here you can see I've mashed the water in. I've mashed the grains into the water, and I'm just stirring it to get it down to the temperature I need. Right now it's still sitting about 70, so it's still going to be a bit more stirring to get it down. So, I'll catch you back now. I've got to the mash to the temperature I want, 65 degrees. I've now put it into my mash box. Not everybody has this. Another way of doing it is just taking a duvet, wrapping around it, and then leaving it for an hour. I just have this box because I have it as a cooking utensil as well, but that's another video. So what I'm going to do, take that, cover it up, and leave it for 60 minutes. Once that's done, it'll be mashed, and then we'll go into step 2. So let's keep in this video quick. Cool. As you can see, this is my first mashing. I've taken that out. I've taken the grains out and I've put them into the larger volume at 70 degrees to sparge out. So I'm going to do that for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to add the first runnings into the second runnings and get this up to a boil for my first hop addition. And it also helps that you have somebody talking to you while you're doing it. So I'll get you guys know once we get the boil up and going. See you in a bit. Okay guys, now I've taken the first runnings and I've added to the second runnings. I kind of misjudged the amount, so I've actually used more liquid than I needed to. You can do this in a 10-litre bowl. I'm doing this in a 15-litre. So you can adjust according to that. So now I'm just trying to get this up to a boil, which will take quite a while, unfortunately. And yeah. So once this is boiling and I get to add my first hop addition, I'll get you guys back. Okay guys, my pot's up to the boil. This is a hop spider which I made. It's just a fancy way of holding the hops in so it doesn't get too messy. You can do this just with a hop bag if you can get it from your homebrew shop. Easy as. So I've changed the sequence of how I'm adding the hops. First I'm going to add the 20 grams of Motueka at 30 minutes. Then at 15 minutes I'm going to do 10 of Cascade and 10 of Motueka, and then some wall flock and yeast nutrients, and then I'm going to flame out at 30 grams of Cascade. So, time for the first one. Smell that? Oh, it's good. Cool. So, in she goes. That's your first hop addition. Now you just have to wait half an hour and then you add the next one in. So, that'll happen now. 15 minutes have gone by, and now to add in the copper flock and the yeast nutrient. And then our second lot of yeast hops, the Motueka and Cascade. This will be pretty much it until flame out, where we add until 5 minutes, another 10 minutes, and then we'll add in the extract, and then take it off the heat and add in the last lot of hops, and then to cool. So I'll get you back to when you do that. Okay, so the boil is done. I've added in the last bit of hops. Now it's just to cool this down. The best way I know how to do it is to make a sink full of water, add some ice cubes, and put this in and try and get it down as low as possible. So I'll go and do that. I'm going to finish cleaning out the extract cans, and then we'll get back to it. It's looking like quite a decent looking colour there, nice and dark. I like my dark ales. Okay, well, I'll get back to it. Hey guys, so the brew's done. I have cooled it down. I have transferred it to the fermenter, and I'll show you what the starting gravity is. So I'm going to let this sit for about a week, and then I'm going to dry hop it with some more Cascade and more Motueka. So I'll show you what we got, and then we'll go from there. Cheers guys. As you can see, it's about a 1054. It's about 3 gravity points lower than my expected was, but you know what? I'm pretty damn happy with that. Hey guys, it's been a week, so now I'm going to dry hop the IPA to give it a nice hoppy aroma. I've taken my gravity reading to get what my gravity reading is at the moment, and it's come out at 1014, which I'm pretty happy with. I hope it'll come down a few more points, but if it doesn't, still, I'm pretty happy with that. So here I've got some hop bags I'm going to dry hop with. I've boiled these for 15 minutes. I've got a marble in there just to weigh it down a bit. So in this one I got 30 grams Motueka, and then the other one I got 30 grams of Cascade. And I'm going to be dry hopping this for about 2 weeks to really get the hoppy aroma going across. So let's do this. Everything's sanitary. I've sanitized my hands. So let's do this. Looking good. Wow. I haven't tightened that because I still have to take this back into the garage, so you don't want any pressure in there, because if you pick it up, all your sanitizers can go into your beer, so try not to do that. But if you leave it just slightly loose, it allows to equalize the pressure but without anything getting in there, and you still got the nice carbon dioxide layer to protect your beer. So leaving this for another 2 weeks, and then going to be used bottling. So we're just going to wait another 2 weeks then. So that'll be a different video because that's a whole different video. So I'm going to do the bottling and the tasting all in one video. So this will be the end of part 1. I hope you look forward to the end of part 2. I hope you got some good information from this video. Sorry about the little bit cutting of the video because I didn't do a great job with it. My apologies. But cool. Let's get this cracking. Let's do a little wee taste. Got the gravity reading there. It's a really fruity smell coming from this. It might be coming from the yeast because I did ferment it at a slightly higher temperature, but it's really got a nice hop character coming through it. Nice malt backbone coming through. Let's give this a try. Really nice bitterness right on the in the front, give you a nice little whoa, but then it smooths out to a very nice malty flavour in your mouth. So I'm hoping with the dry hopping you'll get that more aromatic hops coming through. But I think this is going to be a pretty good beer, even from a kit beer. That's tasting pretty damn good. So guys, remember, if you can drink beer, keep it epic, keep it metal. Cheers guys. Ooh.